pilgrims who were seeking Imhotep's healing powers, perhaps Mishlevietz is close to finding his long-lost tomb. But how could one of the ancient world's most sacred shrines suddenly disappear? How was Imhotep's tomb lost? The answer lies in the new religion that was sweeping the ancient world: Christianity. The rise of Christianity as the state religion of the Roman Empire in the 4th century CE signaled the death of the Egyptian religions. The old temples were closed or destroyed. The Egyptian priests, the only people who could read and write the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic text, were killed. With them died the secrets of the ancient Egyptian civilization and any written records of the glorious achievements of Imhotep. The legends of Imhotep were nearly dead for almost 1,500 years, until a surprise discovery resurrected him from the grave of obscurity. In 1799, while Napoleon's troops were looting the treasures of Egypt, his French soldiers uncovered a large stone plaque written in Greek, Demotic, and in the long-forgotten hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt. It was the Rosetta Stone. And because scholars could read Greek and Demotic, the Rosetta Stone proved to be the key to deciphering the Egyptian hieroglyphs. For the first time in nearly 1,500 years, scholars could read the writings of ancient Egypt. In thousands of inscriptions and papyri, one name kept appearing in miraculous stories and legends: Imhotep. He turns fallow fields into bountiful harvests. He makes barren women fertile. He transforms dried riverbeds into life-giving waters. The stories about him were so fantastic and written so many centuries after his death that scholars claimed the great sage was an invention of later times. They dismissed Imhotep as nothing more than a myth. That all changed on January 2nd, 1926. At an archaeological dig near the Step Pyramid, the dig foreman found the base of a large stone statue. He called for the Inspector of Antiquities, Cecil Firth. Firth read the glyphs, a list of astounding titles: Chancellor of the King of Lower Egypt, First under the King of Upper Egypt, Architect of the Great Mansion, High Priest of Heliopolis, and then the name of the one man who held all these titles: Imhotep. This one discovery propelled Imhotep from myth to historical reality. It was the first piece of archaeological evidence bearing the name of Imhotep from his own lifetime. The block of granite, now on display at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, proved to be the base of a statue of Pharaoh Djoser. It is a piece from one of the first life-size statues ever made. When Pharaoh Djoser put Imhotep's name on his statue, it was the only time in 3,000 years of Egyptian history that the name of a mortal appeared on a king's statue.
the king loved him, and the king put his name and wrote his name and titles for the first time on the base of his statue. And this is unique. It shows the position of this man. It shows how he was respected, not only by the king, but by the 1 million Egyptians who lived in that time.
After Firth's death in 1931, other archaeologists picked up the quest for Imhotep's tomb. They reasoned that Imhotep's mummy must be buried in the shadow of his one remaining earthly achievement, the step pyramid of Saqqara. The step pyramid is revolutionary in its size, shape, and materials. It is the first pyramid ever built. It is the first monumental stone building in history. And rising 204 feet off the desert floor, it was bigger than anything that had ever been built before. Surrounding the pyramid above ground are 37 acres of shrines, storehouses, altars, courts, gateways, and secondary tombs, covering an area the size of more than 6 New York City blocks. Constructed for the pharaoh Djoser, the step pyramid was Djoser's tomb at death. But while alive, the step pyramid was a potent symbol of the pharaoh's earthly power. Building the first pyramid was also instrumental in unifying Egypt into the first nation-state in history.
The pyramid was the national project of the whole nation, and therefore the whole people has to unite. Then building the pyramid, in my opinion, united Egypt. It made everyone to work for the king.
Before the step pyramid, a pharaoh's tomb was a long, low, rectangular mud brick structure called a mastaba, the Arabic word for bench. This computer-generated reconstruction of a First Dynasty mastaba was originally built 100 years before Imhotep's time. The site is being excavated at Saqqara, just a half-mile from the step pyramid. For more than 500 years, the kings of Egypt were buried beneath mud brick mastabas. And then came Pharaoh Djoser and his architect Imhotep, and changed the face of Egypt forever. How and why did they do it? Aided by 5,000 years of erosion by sand and wind, archaeologists discovered that at the heart of the step pyramid is a series of finished stone mastabas. Scientists can follow the stages of construction because after each stage, the workers dressed what they thought was the completed building in white limestone. Tracing these finished layers has led scientists to conclude that the step pyramid evolved from a series of inspired adaptations. After each stage of building, Imhotep continued to stack one stone mastaba atop another until the monument dominated the landscape. It was the biggest building in the world.
Then let us see how the step pyramid was built by Imhotep. First, we had one mastaba, the first mastaba built of limestone. He added after that 2 small sections to accommodate another 3 mastabas. After that, he made another extension here to include the other mastabas. He put 2 more on the top. Then now we can have the step pyramid complete.
Imhotep's pyramid Spa